welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz, everybody. Have you entered to win that free food from ZenWalk Fusion? If you haven't, do it now. CentralValleyTalk.com, go to the Enter to Win tab, and in the subject line, put in ZenWalk, and we will get you some free food. Who is into roller derby?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have a roller derby team from the South Valley. Let's bring in the Hooligans. All right. From the Hooligans, check this out, right? Derailer.
Yes.
And Christy Creamener.
Chrissy Creamener.
Chrissy Creamener.
That's right.
Like a Twinkie.
Like a Twinkie.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so you guys are from the Hooligans.
Yes.
And is that a new team?
They've been around since 2011, so fairly new. We're still building our team right now.
Had you done roller derby before 2011?
I had not. I just started a year ago. I started last year about this time. And
How about you, Miss
Oh,
Creamener?
I started about August of last year.
Yeah? And what were you doing before that?
Oh, no sports. I was working and a mother, so that's what I was doing.
Okay, so how old are you?
I am 32.
32 years old.
35.
Okay, and so at 31 and 34, you decide, hey, I'm going to go join a roller derby team.
Yep.
Because my kids aren't giving me enough exercise, right? Now, and had you roller skated before?
I've roller skated in high school.
Like at the rink around
Yeah,
holding
that's
someone's
it.
hand,
Nothing
right?
like this.
Yeah, and how
Nothing
about
like
you?
this.
Yep, ever since I was little.
So you thought you were a pretty good roller skater.
Yeah.
How did that turn out when you first got on the track?
It was fine until they start coming at you, and then
Right.
then you got to learn to hold your ground out there.
And how did you learn? Have you learned how to fall yet?
That was actually one of the first things they taught us was how to fall correctly.
Yeah.
That's important.
That had to be encouraging, right?
Yeah.
One of the first things they want to teach you is how to fall properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
And then, of course, second would be let's get you a name.
Yep.
A roller.
Yeah.
First, we're going to teach you how to fall. If you go through that, then we're going to get you a roller derby name.
Yep.
Yep.
And do the girls pick out the names for you, or do you pick it out for yourself?
It's kind of you kind of
It's
get
kind
help
of a
from
both
everybody.
ways, you
if
know,
you've
you
got
got-
Whoa, whoa, whoa! No.
Yeah. It kind of goes both ways, you
Yeah.
know, so we get team help and we also go based off our personality and
Okay.
our name.
So, Derailer, how did they come up with that name?
Well, I sort of had some help with that one. I just combined my first name is Donyele, so I wanted my D in there, and then derailer to knock her off track. That's my
Okay.
whole goal is to
All right.
knock her off track.
Everybody's waiting for this question, aren't you? Okay. So, how did you get the name Chrissy Creamener?
Well, my first name is Christina, so my nickname for my family is Chrissy. So
That's
what
safe.
they call me. It's safe.
Right.
And then Creamener came from, you know, just a combination of my kids helping me out. And then, you know, when you're on the track, you're creaming people. That's what I go out on the track and do.
So glad you went that way.
Oh, yeah. Safe way.
Okay. So, how many girls are on the Hooligans?
Right now we have about 10 to 15 girls. We're still building our team. We're always looking for skaters. We're always looking for refs and NSOs, which are your non-skating officials. They help with timekeeping. They help run the penalty box, all the other off-the-track stuff. So we're building our team right now. That's one reason we wanted to come here. That's one reason we do a lot of the meet and greets that we do. We go to the gym. We hang out at local eateries around Hanford and Lemoore.
Do you go on your roller skates?
No,
No,
not all the
not
time.
yet.
Not yet. We will have some fairs where we will attend this summer, Thursday night market in Hanford, where some of us will wear our skates, and some of the parades we do wear our skates. So
Because, you know, if you're not wearing your skates, people are going to think you're dressed awful funny.
Yeah, that's true. But a lot of places won't let us wear our skates for insurance
Oh,
purposes.
really? Okay. Now, you guys do the flat track, not the bank track,
Correct.
right? Okay. And do you travel when you go play other?
Yes.
When you go have other bouts.
Correct.
Yes.
We
Right.
actually, the majority of our bouts are away games. We only have 3 home bouts at the Hanford Fairgrounds this year. One is actually next weekend on the 12th. And then the rest of the time we're going Fresno, Modesto, Sacramento, Bakersfield.
So you're going to be in Fresno.
yes.
When are you going to be in Fresno?
I believe it's in August that we're
And who are
playing
you going to be
Fresno.
skating
No
against?
Town.
No Town. So you'll be at the fairgrounds here then.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very very exciting. Now, when you decided that you wanted to be in roller derby, what did your family and friends think?
My family is very competitive, so it was kind of an easy transition. It was kind of like, oh, okay, is this what you want to do? You know, so it's like a couple times when I've gotten hurt, you know, my husband, he kind of steps in and says, oh, no more skating till you're better. So it's like, you know, my family's competitive, so my kids are in sports. My husband played football. He plays semi-pro, so it's kind of a win-win thing. He's kind of like go hard or go home.
Exactly.
Okay. What kind of injuries have you had?
I've had a knee injury, lots of bruises. Let's just put it like that. Bruises are our trophy. So lots of bruises, and I had a knee injury. It wasn't nothing that kept me out of a game, but it kept me out of a couple of practices. That's about it.
All right. And so what's your position?
We actually, everybody on our team, we both do blocker and jammer. We're kind of trying to get everybody to do everything. Since we are such a small team, we have a small roster when we go to play bouts. So we make sure everybody's universal and can play all positions.
Well, why don't you tell the people at home exactly what a blocker is and exactly what a jammer is?
Okay, jammer, if you've ever been to roller derby, a jammer is the one that has a star on their helmet. The blocker, each team has 5 players on the track. You have 4 blockers and a jammer. The blockers want to get their jammer through and around so that the next time they come through, they start scoring points on the opposite team.
Wow.
The blockers are there to keep the other jammer from getting through and help us get through, and our blockers want to.
Well, if there's girls watching in the South Valley that want to be a part of the Hooligans roller derby team, how do they do that?
They come on Tuesdays and Sundays. We have practice from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., which is kind of a good time for mothers and parents. You get your kids to bed, you go off to practice. So you come out to the practice. We have loaner gear available for anyone who wants to come and just try out without buying all the expensive equipment. So you come out, you try out. You come and we teach you all the basic necessities that you need to learn as far as roller derby, and that's how we do it. We practice at 711 Cinnamon Drive in Lemoore, California. So that's where we go and practice every Tuesday and every Sunday. We're there.
Awesome. Okay. And would you encourage young ladies to try this out?
We both bring our daughters to practice.
Both my daughters.
I've got a 9-year-old and
I have a 13-year-old and an 8-year-old.
They strap on the skates
Yes,
too?
they
skates
do.
and all the gear, all the
They
protective
probably,
gear and
because
everything.
kids love roller derby, right?
Oh, yeah.
yes.
They get all fired up when they see it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, ladies, thank you very, very much
Thank
for
you.
coming by.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet you. I can't wait to see you here in Fresno back when you're for the bout in August.
Oh, most
All right.
definitely.
Okay. Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back on the Central Valley Buzz. Ready?